Tyree, can you describe that first half, how everything was working there?
It was just energy, honestly. We made a big point, shoot around and come out with energy, be the best version of ourselves and not play us against our opponent, but play to our standard. And I think that's just the result of what happened.
Block shots, steals, everything, wasn't it? I mean, can you describe the complete nature of that half?
It's not really about one individual person. It's about the whole team. We play team defense, and steals, blocks, and rebounds come when you play as a team. That's what we do, and that's how we're so successful.
Cheers. Do you feel like that first half defense fed the offense? Because it certainly seemed like every time you guys got to stop, a bucket was not that far behind.
Yeah, for sure. Like Tyree talked about, energy was a huge point in the huddle today. And just that energy on defense definitely translated over to the offense. It made everything so much easier.
It's been obviously a long road for Donald. How awesome was it to see that tonight?
It's crazy. You don't know the kid, but he's worked with behind us since he got here. With everything he's got going on with his leg and just mental stuff like that. It's great to see him go out there and compete and do this thing he loves to do.
You guys split last weekend. Was there any emphasis that you didn't want to do that again?
Yeah, for sure. That's we had a bad taste in our mouth after last Saturday, and we worked our tails out this week to make sure that wouldn't happen again.
Terry, 29 minutes for you, 26 for Sam, 28 for 22 for Rocky. How important is it? You guys are young, you have fresh legs, but how important is it on a second night of a back-to-back to have those bench guys get to work?
It's really important, not just for us, but for the whole team. Back-to-backs are really tough on our bodies, especially when we're playing 30-plus minutes a game, but any little break we get, whether that's in the week during practice or even during games, is great for us.
No, obviously just really, really pleased. I thought that was a great response, a great performance for 40 minutes. We were able to work a bunch of guys in and out. Really, again, I can't say it enough, just the leadership between those three guys, Tyree, Sam, and Rocky. Just, again, when you're in a game like that, you're up 24-26 at half, and to stay the course to start the second half was just really, really, really proud. It was pretty much a complete effort. It was nice to get some other guys, like I said, Jackson, Dez, and Biggs through the rotation a little bit and some meaningful minutes. Nice to see DC out there, get Tyler some minutes. Fun night.
Coach, when did you get clearance for Donald? When was he available?
He's been cleared basically last week, but we felt it was important, in fairness to the young man, to not just throw him in there into just high-level, meaningful minutes. And this was nice. We kind of just said on the radio, you got a plan, and we were able to work the plan a little bit just because of the situations and get him out there and get him comfortable a little bit.
How cool was it for just the whole team to see that pay off? Obviously, unforeseen circumstances, he must have a battle.
I think anytime, Ross, like you move around as a family for 5 or 6 months and you're really, really tight, and a huge shout out to Stephanie Whitman. She spent countless hours with that young man, and just, again, specifically to DC, just couldn't be more pleased, couldn't be happier. A great kid. It's been they say there's pain in the process, and obviously a painful, significant injury. But for him to keep battling and get out there tonight, that was fun to see. Really happy for that young man.
Speak to the energy and just your start, not the quickest start of the last two games. You guys were just all on fire tonight.
Yeah, I think it's easy to blame somebody, and what I've kind of done in retrospect and thinking back to some situations is look myself in the mirror. These kids are playing at a high level of basketball, and they enjoy basketball. But outside of basketball right now, because of COVID and how tight we need to keep things, there's not a whole bunch of just fun things that we can do. And as much as a coach, you love the routine and the habits and all that, that can get monotonous for 18 to 22-year-olds. And so we step back and really challenge them. And it starts with me to just make sure we're having fun doing this and flying around. And I think that'll be really important going forward.
How would you describe that first 20 minutes?
Fun. I think that's a big word that we use, the big F word like that, fun. We flew around. It was efficient. We had 12 assists, I believe. And it all started when you get stops like that and you finish possessions and you can get out in the break. Guys playing unselfish. It was really fun brand of basketball.
Coach, when you took this job, you mentioned wanting to be a perennial contender, not just build up a group of seniors and win. You're 7-1 after significant roster turnover. I know it's tough after a game, but just from a 30,000-foot view, how do you feel like you're doing in that regard?
It's not about me. We got great kids. I'm so blessed to have a good, fortunate staff around us, and someday, long time from now, we'll look back and we're just, need to take tomorrow off and figure out a way Monday to get better. And things are going to heat up. I think it's pretty obvious to see what's coming down the road. And anytime you start celebrating where you're at, you're about to get punched in the face.
So you had the band, a decent crowd at a
Yeah.
more.
It felt, one of the officials said it to us last night with us in suits, and you could sense it a little bit watching the women's game. It felt awesome. And shame on me for not mentioning that right away. Just, I know it, and please, it's about people's comfort level to come out, and I understand that, but it was fun. Appreciate the band being there, the cheerleaders being there, and it just gives our guys that extra boost of energy. And that's why playing at home needs to be that home court advantage.